Yes, people, welcome back to a Thursday Rivals Lounge where we've got the original Arsenal fan, Mr. Ozzy Gooner. Obviously, you've seen some decent news this morning, haven't you?
Man, you know what?
Saliba signed a new contract.
Saliba signed a contract, bro.
Yeah, he signed a new contract. So that whole Real Madrid stuff.
Good old PR stunt.
So now at least if we flip him to Real Madrid next season, right, at least we're going to get paid.
You know what? I think that's probably because Konate's going Real Madrid anyway, isn't he?
Maybe.
Well, you know what? That's a possibility.
He's confirmed, isn't it?
Well, his contract's done next year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
that Madrid
I'm sure I saw something about a week ago while you were away. I swear there was something that came out that fucking Konate's plans are Madrid. I swear I saw that. Liverpool fans, they'd probably know. But
I have no idea. When I saw Gahey links, I just knew that all these stories nowadays, you can't look into anything. Why would Real Madrid want Gahey? It's not that good. Do you know what I mean? He's good, but he's not that good.
But even Konate's all right, but he's got a bozo moment as well, right?
Who? Konate, yeah.
Is he on that level?
Yeah, I've meant to tell you.
He ain't no Trent. He ain't no Trent, bro. He ain't no Trent. He ain't no diamond in the rough and that. So
no. He's not Trent.
Yeah. If you ain't seen, Arsenal won yesterday. I wouldn't say just about, but it was just a boring game. They dominated them.
1-0, 2-0.
2-0.
Same as us. Same as City.
It was just a rubbish game to watch. Yeah.
Ours wasn't all that.
And your new draw, you've got Brighton at the Emirates next, which is quite
good.
Well, and we've got Swansea. Wolfie, because Wolfie couldn't do his job. Actually, how did they get on yesterday?
They bottled it in the 85th minute.
So and what? They drew.
Anthony got a goal and assist.
Fuck off.
Actually,
I don't know who I'm laughing at, you or Wolfie.
Wolfie, actually, how about this? Wolfie actually might be on a little bit later after his he's got a meeting. So if he jumps on, he can answer for his crimes for why he bottled it after being 2-1 up for about a good 70 minutes.
So what was it? 2-2?
Yeah, it was 2-2 in the end. It was at Betis, to be fair. But Wolfie said yesterday that he's winning. He said that on the live. So we got to know.
Actually, I'm pretty certain. Do you know what? Last time me and Wolfie spoke, I wanted to cook him for the Swansea loss, and I said so far Postecoglou 2 games, 2 losses, and he said to me, it doesn't matter because this one was in the League Cup. And I said, okay, I tell you what, I'm not going to cook you for these 3, but your next game you must win. And he said, we will. So he told me they're beating Betis.
Oh, well, there we go. Oh, yeah. Well, Hooks told us that they're beating Port Vale 10-0.
Honest question, where do you see Forest finishing?
The season, I think they will click in the end a little bit, but I can just see a mid-table kind of finish. Like as 11th, I think
11th or 12th, yeah.
But when you look around, let me get the Premier League table up. All right. Just quickly, right? Crystal Palace having a great start to the season. Bournemouth having a great start, but this is all Sunderland having a great start. Fulham, quite bog standard for them. The thing is, in 2-3 games, things can just change.
Yeah, massively.
So I need another 5 games to say, you know what, I can actually have a little look and think.
But I think round 11th or 12th for us.
The fact that Forest have conceded 9 goals in 5 games, more than actually Manchester United.
I honestly believe if you were to look at there must be a way online to look at form in 2025.
There is. Someone in the comments will know. The time there is.
Forest's form in 2025 is absolutely gross.
Let me put it like this.
Because remember, the start of 2025, Forest we're in a title race.
They have, I think, 2 more wins in 2025 than Man United, and that says a lot.
Yeah, I think Forest form in 2025 is really, really, really. Think, bro. Back in January, they were 3rd.
That's right. And they were pushing for it. That's right. They were pushing for it. Yeah, and they literally bang, floor, right?
So, but yeah, if you didn't know, Eze scored yesterday. He's actually flying every time he plays at the moment. So that's that.
Yeah.
Maresca out shouts. Does anyone see them? Because I've seen them all online now. They're not even though they won against Lincoln. I think the manner that they won in, Chelsea fans are not happy. That's what you call good standards, I must admit. We've seen your manager talk an absolute load of bollocks. Oh, I've got CEOs and I've got I've got what's called business people, managers, and all this shit. Presidents calling me up about how much we've dominated Pep. Shut the fuck up. And also, if you ain't seen, Spurs have got Newcastle away in the cup.
Good luck.
Bogey ground. But yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, and Newcastle won the other day as well, didn't they?
They won like 4-1, I think. Yeah. Joe Linton with a couple. But we might as well just talk about Arsenal first, since Sav's not here at the moment. Are you happy with Arsenal right now?
In regards to
just in general,
Arsenal.
Just in general, like Saka signing a new deal, Saliba's going to be signing a new deal. You got quite a good team. You play, for me, performance-wise, you've probably got the best performances in the league at the moment. Obviously, not the points, but
yeah. Look, we do. I love the squad depth. The squad that we've got now, solid as can be. I can't knock our transfer window, except for the 11 that I was screaming for 2 years, but we still haven't got one. But it's all right. Can't have it all. But the only thing I'm a bit concerned about is the fixation of my manager with Mikel Moreno in the midfield.
So it's more of a selection issue.
I think it's an Arteta thing at this point.
It's an Arteta thing, not an Arsenal thing, isn't it?
No, it's not an Arsenal thing. That's an Arteta thing because he stuck his neck out, and I know it for a fact. So everyone in the chat wants to know why it's happening. Don't listen to everyone else. I'll tell you now for a fact that he stuck his neck out to Josh Kroenke and said, I have to have Moreno. So he has to play his boy, right? So unless he gets sick, we're stuck with him. Hence the reason he's a striker now. And that gets to me. I want a manager that wants the best for Arsenal, right? Not the best for not the best.
You're quite pro Arsenal. You're quite pro. Do you know what? Isn't it? You're pro Arsenal, pro Arteta. Like you're quite pro the manager.
He's not pro Arteta. Nah, he's
not. No. Look, the thing is for me is I'm pro Arsenal. Whatever gets Arsenal trophies, whatever gets Arsenal to the next level, I'm for. I don't care if it's Mourinho. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I want the best for my club. So I don't play that childish game, Arteta in, Arteta out. That's for kids, right? If you want to sit there and split yourselves up and play Arteta in, Arteta out, cool story, go for it, right? Guess what? You got no power over it. Let's waste some time. Right? At the end of the day, I'm only in there for Arsenal, man. I know it's harsh, but that's the way I am. I can't change the manager. I can't change the owners. Oh, we need new owners. Cool story. 1 billion spent, right? Let's call a spade a spade. My problem at the moment is that I'm hoping that Berta is in the background right now looking at possible replacements if Arteta doesn't utilize the squad that he's got, because he's got a squad. Let's be honest. Yeah, Mons, you can agree with me here on this. It's a good squad, right? You got to admit, it's a decent squad.
Yeah, I've said this already. Strength and depth. Yeah.
And there's a lot of it.
It is a decent squad. It's a very
decent squad. I agree. I think you guys have got a very balanced squad. Still, for me, lacks X factor. I think you could do with more spontaneity, which Eze is one of those players, though. But
Wanyeri is that player too, bro. Wanyeri is that player too, but he doesn't get a look in. There's an opportunity to play 10, and he doesn't get it.
So same with Eze. So for me, I don't know. I feel like as good as your squad is, it still has to be utilized, and coaches need to coach. And I still see the same patterns for Arsenal. But as long as the defense is solid, you're always gonna have a chance of winning the game. It's just how much do you trust those defenders? I think Arteta trusts his defenders, but for me, that you gotta take that protection away from the defenders and apply that to the attacking mode. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we'll see.
Let's hope he adapts, because I think when Arteta starts looking at what he has and he starts using what he has, you know what I mean? Odegaard's going to come back soon. Why can't I see a midfield of Eze, Odegaard, and Zubimendi? Because Odegaard is an 8.
So you're saying, unlike Liverpool, like Giovanni Leone, you've got
you like that one?
You've got some good availability guy.
Leone, or similar to Rodney.
Yeah, that's the problem. Someone messaged me saying, "I'll never forget Mont said this, so get him with Leone, please."
I still remember. You know about the thing
I didn't make up Rodney. That was someone in the chat.
Apparently it was in.
I didn't even make.
Technically, it wasn't even me. It was someone in the
chat made up Rodney, bro.
I remember this time last year, months we were crying of laughter.
Yeah, but Rodney is funny though. That is funny. Not the knee injury, but like
yeah.
Whoever even thought of that is crazy. Like,
do you know what? Can I just say on Arteta here where I am with Arsenal? Yeah, I can't lie. I totally understand the whole Arteta out thing. My man is a narcissist. I can't lie. The whole, like, he is so, like, when you say about all you care about is Arsenal, I'm now getting to the point where I do think all Arteta cares about is Arteta. Like that whole thing of coming out and saying, you know, I had managers calling me up and CEOs calling me up saying about what I did to Manchester City. It's like, what the fuck are you going on about? Like,
you were you had balls and cones you were setting up, bro. Relax yourself.
It's just, I just
chill.
Like,
right
at the moment, like Manchester City, did we come there and play low block? Absolutely, we did. Yeah, but I told everyone in the build up to the game. For 25 minutes against Man United, we also played low block, right? Pep played a low block against Manchester United in the previous game. But the fact that Arteta is coming out and like almost boasting about the fact that he made Pep play a low block just tells you, unfortunately, bro, thank you for everything you've done for this club. You've taken us to a certain point. But if that is what, like, he should be livid, and I'm sorry, but no Odegaard and not starting Eze against us yet is a fucking crime. It's a serious crime. Like, this is the thing. All I heard off of you Arsenal fans in the build up to the game was about how City looks shaky defensively, and look, I'm here.
But you do. But if you don't get tested, then you're not going to be shaky, are you?
This is it. It's all. Look, I've said it as well. In the build-up to this game, in the last 15 months, right, Arsenal are a better side than Manchester City, right? So therefore, you beat us at your ground last season 5-1. That should give you the confidence that you can fucking play. You don't have to play pragmatic football against Manchester City anymore, right? His record, even he'll tell you about his record. All of this is great. So why the fuck are you acting like a pussy? Like, what? The fact that Eze was not on that pitch at the start is just criminal. It's absolutely criminal.
Yeah, I think, you know what the baddest thing is, yeah? Everything that we say, from what I see, comments, even comments afterwards, is the fact that even the more like Arteta sexuals, and it's not even about if you're right or wrong, it's the ones where you just expect more. Now, I think that's it. Their expectation is now seeking into people, wondering like, why are you not getting the best out of this school? Why are you not doing more? That
coming up there. Abs, Trey Abs. I don't know who you support. I presume your manager said he had to play different. Bro, we did. 100% we did, because Arsenal, this is the whole thing you're not getting, bro. I'm not saying this is a City-Arsenal rivalry. I'm making it very clear. You should have gone into that game thinking you were going to beat us. The fact you're defending your manager and with what you're saying shows you've been fucking bamboozled. Yeah, you're Arsenal. I thought you were. Bro, of course, our manager came out and said we had to play different against you, because we did, because you're a good team, because we thought you would put it on us because you're better than us. So why did your manager not do that? That is exactly what I'm saying, bro. Like, you're thinking this is a City Arsenal beef. This is not. This is me saying you should have an issue with your manager at this point, not me. Not me. Your manager is bamboozling you with bullshit. Like, he's trying to make. And the thing is, there are people like you that are doing this. I heard someone on Talk Sport going, I've never seen anyone do this to Pep. What, draw? Like, you're being bamboozled. And this is the thing. You drew with us. You made us play a low block. Okay, great. But how many shots on goal did you have as well? How many times did you really break us down? Right? So this is not a City Arsenal beef. This is you lot. Yeah, your squad is good enough to win the league. Your manager is not. It's that simple. Monts, you must be sat here at this point going, yeah.
And you know what the maddest thing? You know what the maddest thing is? You know how this gets worse.
Just go on.
I was going to say, you know how this gets worse, yeah. And I know this might sound harsh if you're an Arsenal fan, and I don't want you lot to think, oh, why are you always getting onto Arsenal? I'm getting onto you because I expect more from you, innit? That's it. And I don't want to win.
It's an expectation. Everyone has.
Yeah, you've got Newcastle next. So everything Daps is saying, if you go and lose or draw against Newcastle away, you're going to be absolutely. You're going to be thinking, "Fuck."
We've still got to win our game first, you know.
But the thing is,
Liverpool are not even playing that kind of
I want you not to
football
win.
that they can play, and they're still getting over the line. They're playing. Liverpool are at 60% right now, 60%. Anyone who wants to say otherwise,
wouldn't even say 60.
Honestly,
I'm going to say 60. All right, let's just say
nice.
60.
You're being real nice, but fair. Yeah.
I know. I'll watch your games. It's fucked up, but let's say 60.
But this is the thing. I'm said before the game, at this point, I think City are going to be fighting for third, right? And after the game, I'm still saying the same thing. I think we're probably going to be fighting for third. So this is not a City Arsenal thing. This is an Arsenal fans. Like last season, you drew too many games. That's why Liverpool won the league, right? You've brought in Eze, because Eze is a game changer. I've said it. Eze this season is going to take 4 or 5 games that you drew and turn them into 3 points. You have to start him for that to happen.
All right.
You have to start him.
You know who brought Eze in? Do you know who brought him in, though?
Who?
Not Arteta.
That's the guy. And I know this for a fact, too. Berta came in and said one of the first things that he wanted was an attacking midfielder. That's not something that Arteta wanted. He didn't want an attacking midfielder. Berta said, you guys need an attacking midfielder. So he pushed for it. And he got him. Now, the problem that I have is that, have you noticed, like, even when players play shit, like Odegaard plays shit, you'll have Arteta back him. He's not there for Eze because he's not one of his boys. I'll be honest with you right now, and Arteta has got everything at his hands now. He's got Eze. He's got Zubimendi. He wanted Zubimendi. He got Zubimendi. Yeah. He's got Gyökeres. All right. He's got Saka. He's got Noni. He's got Noni. That's who he wanted. He got him. He's got players now on the pitch. You know, unfortunately, no 11. But that's on him. That's on him. Right. Now, at the end of the day, if he doesn't want to utilize this squad, this is the kind of football we're going to get. This Mikel Moreno and Declan Rice lineup, I screamed about it before this game and the other ones ago. We're going to keep seeing this shit. And when I dropped a stat that we can't get nothing over the line with these guys, I got hammered on Instagram. DMs, getting hammered. And what now? I did it on a watch-along. That game, I did a watch-along. I go, this guy has to make changes now. 45 minutes wasted. What happens? Moreno comes off. Why didn't Declan Rice come off? Why did Moreno come off? Because Moreno isn't a 10. Declan Rice is a 6, playing the fake 8. Moreno is an 8, faking to be a 10. Odegaard is an 8, faking to be a 10. Why do I have to fake to be a 10? Why have I got a midfielder who used to play number 8 who can't pick a fucking midfielder to play 6, 8, or 10? Explain to me. This guy was a midfielder. He was an 8. Explain to me why he can't get a 10 to put him in a 10 role, an 8 to put him in an 8, and a 6 for a 6. Why is it so confusing? You got Declan Rice there. He's a 6. You want to make him an 8. When we tried to make Xhaka a 6, what happened? He was shit. He came in, you let him be an 8. He had that wonderful season. He walked away. It's funny how when you let players play where they're supposed to be, that you get a performance. And that's just all it is. Arteta, he can do what he wants now. And I would love to see him succeed. I really do want him to see him succeed. But if he doesn't, it's going to be his own doing. No one else. It'll be his own doing because he's got a squad. Look, Noni just got injured. Saka's coming back. Noni just got injured. Saka came back. So there isn't a problem with depth. There isn't.
Yeah.
You wanted a striker. You got one of the best strikers that was available at the time worldwide. If you don't want to fucking set up your midfield so that way you can feed him and you don't want to win games, that's up to you. No worries. End of the season, Bert's has got your replacement. And I know he's looking too. I know that for a fact. Trust me, I know it for a fact. This is a situation.
Your attack's just shit, bro. I'll be honest. Your attack's not good.
My attack,
not necessarily personnel. Not necessarily personnel.
It's the way we build up. We build up 25 passes, 25 passes before we get forward.
Zubimendi has helped you build your attack because of the quick open your body. He switches it really quickly, gets the ball out wide really quickly.
Yeah.
But it's the same sort of thing. Even sometimes he falls into that side to side. You know, sometimes I see you guys win the ball high up and I see the ball go back.
He needs a 10.
You know what the maddest thing
needs a 10.
You know what the maddest thing is, yeah? You got such a good, solid defensive team. It's like, I do wonder, like, why don't you just put more attackers on the pitch since you've got such a good defensive, solid team?
Because they're good defenders in Arteta's structure. Exposed, they're not as good. They're still very good top defenders in the league, but exposed to, like, I don't want to say the highest line, but the higher line, unfortunately, they can get got at way
I
more than people think.
I
think
kind of
anyone can
think
get got at,
I can't lie. I kind of think Arsenal, like, look,
What?
Arsenal, who was a better team? Look, City, Arsenal, because Arsenal defend very well. I think City defended very, very, very well against Arsenal, right? Especially
We didn't show up against you, man. We didn't show up against you. That's right.
No, you didn't. You didn't, and you allowed us. I don't know. I said a week that City will play differently. I think as well. You have to remember, if City had other players coming off the bench, if we had Turkey available, if we had Marmoush available, if we had Kovacic available,
Saka Odegaard for them.
No, the same.
I
agree, man.
If I filled Saka and Odegaard, it would have been a different game as well. I could have put Eze on the left.
But off the bench, what I'm saying, Mons, is we had nothing off the bench at all.
Yeah. By the way, I think people think I've said Arsenal's defense is not good enough. I said your defense is the best defense. I believe you have the best defensive structure and the best defense in Europe, even like squad wise, like your backups as well. It's just, as I said, you saw what happened when you guys were forced to defend high. You saw what Haaland and Reinders did. Not Haaland and Cherky, not Haaland and like it was Haaland and Reinders. Not saying nothing, no starting Reinders, but it would like the brain fart, and it looked like Gabriel trying to get back. And for me, you guys, I think Arsenal just need to defend in a few more highlights.
Do you see where it started? But do you see what that started? Do you see where that attack started for Manchester City? Now everyone talks Gabriel. Can we please look at the game? Where did it fuck up between your two midfielders? Who?
Where was Zubimendi and Rice were too slow to even.
Zubimendi, Rice, Moreno, they were hanging out there. Hey, going, bro? Yeah, all right. Yeah, no worries, mate. Pretty much touching each other in the middle of the park, this far apart from each other, and none of them. Come on, man! It was a midfield. It was a midfield calamity.
I thought that Haaland run could have been closed out, even though he done some brilliance. No one wants to talk about his link up, right? But even before he got the 1-2, I thought Saliba was so off the boil that if someone who was more sharp would have probably closed out that space, or at least forced him to have a different selection of shot. I don't look Gabriel got mistake drawn in and that, but let's be real. Anyone that plays against a high line against Haaland, you're gonna have to expect he's gonna get in at least once.
And what I was just saying then, Mons, is with the whole thing is exactly what you said. You saw when Haaland came off in about the 75th minute, because he was fucked. He was just he's played 3 games in 7 days. He was knackered, right? Now, if we would have had, say, Marmoush on the bench to come on, right? Could we have got at them again? This is the thing, because when they scored,
you wouldn't have.
Do you not think? Because I'll be honest.
Because once the midfield changed, and let me just jump in. Once the midfield changed, so you know when you say Zubimendi is really good, Zubimendi is a decent player. He can play the ball out. He can only play the ball out when you've got he's decent when he's got an attacking midfielder, a 10 or an 8 that sits further forward. When you've got midfielders that sit too close to Zubimendi, what does he have to do? Pass the ball back or pass it sideways, or skip the lines. And the one thing that for some reason Arteta doesn't like too much is skipping line. He doesn't really like it. He likes to play through the midfield. So the reason why I'm saying you guys probably wouldn't come at us, because you guys would have pushed on us and we would have been able to get at you guys better, because that's when Zubimendi can actually release the ball quicker and we can hit you on a counter. Sorry. It was just 45 minutes of football we wasted against you.
Could say Liverpool.
But I can't lie. Even when you scored, after that, we still then, I'm pretty certain, we had more chance. I'm pretty certain we created more chances than you. Did I see someone said that to me earlier or something? I don't know.
In that game?
I believe so. Actually, shots on goal or something.
If Haaland squared it, was it Haaland? And
Haaland should have squared it.
Honestly, how he doesn't square that. It gave me a headache. But
you know what? The same way, we've said that if Liverpool are 60% and they need to still click or whatever, you could say the same for Arsenal though. They still need to kind of I still feel like I look at them thinking 100%. They need to click. Yeah, same thing.
But again, there's an Arsenal fan in the comments.
Is our manager going to allow us to do that? That's my problem. Is he going to just get it out of his head?
An Arsenal fan in the comments saying Liverpool turned shit and Daps is here with excuses. Bro, this goes back to what I said. I don't know why I said our bench wasn't as good. Like the fact that it is, if you want to call it an excuse, no problem. For me, I don't need to come up with excuses. I'm shocked we drew. I thought we were going to lose, right? So I don't need to come up with excuses.
I low-key think you're a bit hot. You didn't win because you were ahead for so long.
Bo, yeah. And this is the thing.
Let's be honest. You're trying to defend the 1-0.
Yeah,
trying to defend the 1-0, right? It's pretty
it's
hard.
just payback for last year at the Emirates, really.
We were trying, but
The Etihad,
we're
the
trying
Etihad
to
last
defend
year.
1-0
Yeah.
because of where we are at the moment. Like I know where we are at the moment. Like
But you know, sometimes I feel like Arsenal, not all Arsenal fans, they feel like they're the only team to ever have to play low blocks week in, week out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a good team now. You've been a good team for the last 4 years. Of course, you're gonna have low blocks. Sometimes the bigger teams are also gonna play low blocks.
Yeah. Facts.
Like, I'm pretty sure you bought Gyökeres. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure you bought
1-0 up. That's what you do. You score in the opening 15 minutes. That's what you do, right?
I'm pretty sure you guys bought Gyökeres to sort the issue out of sometimes not being able to break down low blocks, turning them draws to wins. Because remember, 14 draws last season, 14 draws didn't come. A lot of those draws didn't come from, you know, Arsenal being stupid and defensively getting dominated. No, it was Arsenal probably being held out and not being able to break that deadlock properly or in time, or, you know, not being able to break down the low blocks. You bought in a striker, you bought in Eze to add to the X factor. Gyökeres should be there to tuck away the chances that you won't get a lot of when teams are putting 11 players in their own half. And yeah, so why am I still people? It's like man are still complaining about low blocks.
It's because our style of play.
Gonna have to do that.
It's our style of play. And I've said it in so many different previews. I said, look, if we're going to continue to take 25 passes before we get into the attacking third, then we're never going to get there. Okay, our key is to get from our third to their third within 4 passes. And that's when you're going to get Gyökeres to score or even Eze. That's the way it's going to work. You know, when Eze started again, played against Nottingham Forest and started against Forest. You know, I picked the scoreline on that. I also picked Eze to fucking assist fucking Gyökeres if he was on the pitch. Because you know why? Because we got an outlet. We've got an outlet. We've got a player that we can actually use. And in came Wanyeri in that game. In he came to play the number 10. And against Forest, what was it? Fluent football. It was decent. We were going at them. Gyökeres had some times. It was decent. You could actually see some sort of, I don't know, urgency in the attack. But as soon as we start playing sort of his brand at the moment, it's too slow. And he wants to play the kind of football that Manchester City played, Maybe 3 years ago? Was it 3 years ago you guys played this football? About that?
Yeah.
He's playing that. But you can't.
See, do you know what? I'll say with this, right? With a different manager, this Arsenal team can win the league, right? With this manager, I'm saying I still think at the moment, because we could still do it. This is a thing, right? You have to remember at the moment, to any Arsenal fan, at the moment, this should not be about City and Arsenal, yeah? Because where you lot are, I know where we are. We're a team in transition, 100% we are, yeah? We're a team in transition that look tired already, right? However, the fact that I'm now in my head thinking, I do think we could finish above Arsenal this season, you know? Because once this City team start cooking, like I've seen enough. I can tell you now, anyone that wants to have Zubimendi Rodri chats, get the fuck out of here, yeah? But it's not a conversation. It is not a fucking conversation. And there was someone here on Saturday, Sunday.
You got to do it. How long has Rodri done it for?
Yeah,
in the Premier League.
The whole thing is
that's it.
Rodri's returning. Rodri's what, like 4 or 5 games into returning from an ACL, and that was the measuring stick. Sunday was the measuring stick. Well, I'm telling you now, if that's the measuring stick, allow it. Yeah, because Rodri played him off the fucking park. Secondly,
you can't sit there like that.
Then everyone wants to talk about the start of the season that Manchester City have had. Right, you have to remember last season our player of the season was Vardiel. Right, Vardiel was not here until the United game. Since Vardiel's come back in, our defense looks extremely different. I can't lie. Under this manager, what?
I also said Nico O'Reilly good. I said I think you also look.
Yeah, Nico O'Reilly looked good.
I said you look better. I said you look better as a defensive line with Nico O'Reilly. And Nori's a better player. I'm not saying love ain't Nori.
I agree with you, bro. I agree with you 100%. O'Reilly's just more physical. He looks more physical,
and he's good on the ball. He's surprisingly he's very good on the ball for his like stature, for his build. Very good on the ball for his build.
What is this? Zubi has a multitude of trophies. Yes.
Look on the Rodri thing, and Zubimendi. It's about how long you've done it in the Prem. It's about how long you've done it in the Prem. So I'm not going to sit there and compare Rodri and Zubimendi at all, because by the time I can start comparing them, Rodri's not going to be in the Prem. Let's just be honest. That's when I can start comparing them and say, look, let's say Zubimendi's going and Rodri's not here anymore. Let's compare the two.
Huh? How old is Zubimendi? He's like 26.
26.
He's like
he's 26.
25.
26.
But ultimately, on Sunday, you're talking about Zubimendi. I don't know how many minutes Zubimendi had played in the last 7 days, but I know Rodri had played a lot of minutes, right? Only 5 games back from an ACL and had to play the full game. And to me, Rodri was controlling the midfield for me personally. I wasn't the man.
Rodri, you know when I'll give you guys a real quick one. Every time Zubimendi has 2 like-for-like midfielders in front of him, he's fucked. Because he's not that kind of player. Now, I'm telling you, Zubimendi needs a real 8 and a 10. You give him that, and you watch what happens. 45 minutes, what did he have? A fake 8 and a fake 10. Yeah. And where did they sit? Right next to him. If he wants to be able to pass the ball forward, which is what he's there for. Remember, we got him, ball-playing midfielder, to pass the ball forward quicker and break. How the fuck is he going to do that when he has to pass like Aaron Ramsey, when the 2 guys that he wants to pass to are pretty much 1 meter in front of him? That's the problem. This is why Zubimendi is going to have a hard time. And that's a
structural thing. That's an Arteta thing.
Exactly. Anyone who wants to watch Zubimendi, that's what he was brought in to do. He was brought in to do that. Pretty much pass the ball out from the midfield, either cross the ball over to the left, the right, or through the midfield. Now, you'll notice that every time he has a 10 in front of him or an 8, a real 8 who's playing the 8 role, which is what Declan Rice does when he's got a 10 beside him, or even Moreno when he's got a 10, Zubimendi all of a sudden, everyone goes, fuck, he looks like gold. No, he's just playing his game now. If you want him to continue to play his game.
Do you not think sometimes, that like you watch your team and go, do these men want to score or want to like just complete passes?
Yeah.
My boys.
That's
like Arsenal. Like, sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes when I see you, man, I don't feel like apart from maybe Noni Madueke this season, I feel like the intent to score, sometimes there's a lack of urgency and it's almost like we're gonna get the goal. We're gonna get the goal eventually. We're gonna get the goal eventually. But let's complete these passes around the box first. We're gonna get the goal eventually. Now, I just think there's a lot of gun shy, and I'm not even talking about Gyökeres here. I generally feel like even though I get onto Gyökeres, he actually wants to just get the ball and shoot. But as much as I make the jokes about him, he isn't really. The team isn't playing to his strengths. I think Noni actually has some form of. He actually is like there is urgency when Noni plays. There's urgency when Noni plays, but Noni's not. He doesn't have the quality that Saka has. Yeah. So
do you know what? I think against us,
it's a weird one.
It was. That's why I probably think O'Reilly had an even better game because I actually think Noni was quite good. Noni was in the first half. Noni was Arsenal's best player by a mile for me. I thought Noni was good in the first half. I just think O'Reilly had a very, very, very good game against him. But yeah, I ultimately the whole thing is we know Arsenal's squad's good, but their manager, like.
I mean,
I know it's a long way away, but I expect Manchester City to get better, right? Because from what I'm seeing, the last 3-4 games, City are getting better every game. Yeah. To defend like that against Arsenal, because I do think Arsenal are fucking good, right? To cause Arsenal problems like we caused them, because I really do rate Arsenal's defense. I'm happy with what I saw. Yeah. And I expect that to get better. We've got players that are still getting used to one another. We are a team in transition. Whereas with Arsenal, like, if you're comparing yourself like Arteta, and this is to Arteta, he's comparing, he wants to be praised for what he did against a Manchester City team in transition at home. Yeah. If that's what he's doing, it's just not it. Like, I'm sorry. Like I keep saying, Eze not starting with Odegaard injured is fucking criminal.
How the hell does Trossard get into that pitch? How did he start? How did he start?
That shot me as well. That shot me.
Why did he start? Why did he start? Explain to me why he started.
No idea.
He can't. He shouldn't have started, right? He didn't deserve to start. He didn't deserve to be there even. No. Why was he there?
Agreed.
Why was he there?
I think a lot of things will get better, though.
Yeah.
But the problem is someone has to get worse. Someone has to get worse.
This is the thing. Will Arsenal get better? Right?
I think they will.
I
think this. That's why I said exactly what I said to Hawks. I think it was on BSB the other day once. About this Sunday against Newcastle away. There's either going to be uproar or there's going to be people saying, "I told you so."
There should be uproar. That's a tough game.
It is a tough game, but you always talk about how do you get better on your reverse fixtures.
Bro, you win at Newcastle away. It's almost a statement win, pretty much.
Yeah,
It is a statement win. And they're firing again, I suppose.
That is a statement win.
Also, Eric says, I'm hearing Trump making September 21st National Arteta Day. Apparently, we will be allowed to be mediocre at work that day, but claim we did God's work. That's exactly what.
Because apparently nobody complained. Also, nobody complained about his midfield against Bilbao.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's horrendous. New gen Arsenal fans aren't used to teams worrying about them. They need to get used to it quick. Yeah. I did it during the Mancini era early on.
Yeah, it's right. He is true. Look, this is a thing. I'm not here knocking Arsenal at the moment. I think Arsenal's squad's good enough to fucking challenge for the league. But with this manager at the moment, I'm just like.
We'll see.
I think Eze is a fucking game changer, and he can only change games if he's given the chance. I just don't understand why Eze was not starting that game.
Well, good thing he didn't. in your mind.
Yeah, maybe. To be fair.
Because again, Eze was brought in by Berta. Look, let me tell you something. Ødegaard, once he's fit, will start every single game regardless of his form. Everybody in the chat, remember that. That will happen. When Ødegaard...
Well, he's the captain, though. To be fair.
I don't give a shit if he's the captain. I don't care if you're captain. Sit on the fucking bench if you can't bloody pass the ball forward. I don't give a shit. At the end of the day, it's about results, man. Football is a business. And what the business is results-based. If I've got Ødegaard not doing his job, I'm sorry. Sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. I don't give a shit. You can be captain. Cool story.
I think everyone... but everyone... Yes, Ødegaard isn't doing his job, and he hasn't done his job for a while. There's only been kind of glimpses instead of consistency of him. Yeah. But like, don't you think...
you know what? You can use him elsewhere.
He's also a victim of Arteta's fuckery.
Yeah. Because he's an 8. He's an 8. You can see it all day. This guy is a number 8 and a decent one.
I think outside of Arteta's system, he's a 10. Outside of Arteta, in Arteta's system, he's an 8. Nah. Outside of the system, I think he's a 10.
He's an 8. Dude, I reckon he's an 8. Look, imagine if I put Eze, if I can just try Eze.
Don't really play him a 10 as well, by the way. I don't really play him a 10. Really.
Yeah, but if you need with Ødegaard, he can come back. If you look at Ødegaard, he'll come back into his own third, right, and pick up the ball and tackle up. You don't see 10s do that naturally. He'll come all the way back and do that. That's what an 8 does.
Yeah, he's probably been asked to do. He's definitely been asked to do that. In his early days at Arsenal, he wasn't all action. He didn't really have an all action side to his game.
But okay. So if he can do that, hence the reason if I throw him in as an 8 and say you are an 8 now, Eze is going to be your 10, right? You guys can play side by side and have Zubimendi behind. What's the harm in trying? What's the harm? And then if you want to start Martinelli on the left, I couldn't give a fuck less. I really couldn't give a shit less, right? As long as he understands that from now on, he is Alexis Sanchez and he cuts in early. He is a different dynamic winger to fucking Saka. You do not go to the post. You don't go to the byline. You don't go to the flag. Cut in early. That is it. That's your job. From now on, you cut in early.
Yeah.
Simple. But anyway,
simple. That's me. People, smash the like button if you haven't done so. I haven't asked once in 39 minutes of this show being here. 196 likes with like 750 to 800 people here. So that ratio stinks. It stinks as much as Arteta's comments. So please, if you ain't done so yet, you know where it is. Stop being a lazy prick.
Arsenal yesterday. Did that young guy start for you lot yesterday?
Dalman. Came in off the bench, and dude, he was finding Gyökeres, man. That guy, shit. You know, unpredictable. Ethan Nwaneri, Dalman. I'll even say Skelly and Eze. These are the unpredictable guys.
You just listed 4 people that if any of those 4 were starting against me,
you're fucked.
You'd
be like, fuck this shit.
Bro, this is the whole thing. Where if I'm being told constantly that City defensively look right, whether I personally think actually with Vardy back and with Kuzanov starting, we are a lot better defensively, still our confidence as a team is at an all-time low. Yeah, a couple of wins hasn't put our confidence back where it used to be. Right, so naturally, to not play any of those exciting players against a City team that are there for the taking is just criminal. Like, just just play a couple of them and tell them put it on City. And the fact that they didn't is just that's all on the manager for me. It is. You've got the talent there, but I don't think this manager is the one to use it. Like I've fully decided now. I'm Arteta. They win.
Massive. Daps said I'm Arteta out. And I'm not.
I'm
I'm not Arsenal fan, but I want him out.
Because you got to remember from the start.
I'm a rival when I want him out.
I've always kind of backed Arteta and said, do you know what? Like, even last season,
that used to be your guy, and he was a.
But even last season, I was like saying on when people were saying he must win the league, I was still saying, hold on, it's still a Liverpool team with the spine that has won the league before. So give him. But I've now got to a point where I'm just looking at it thinking, nah, man, this manager's just not it. And like, they've got the squad there to compete, but the manager's not going to use it. We've just seen it. The manager's got to. It feels like the manager has agendas.
Of course he does.
He does.
When it gets to that, it's like, nah.
They all do. Sabby, you won yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, we won. Yeah, we're winning the quad. So of course we won. Yeah.
Oh. Is that? Are you being?
Monts is looking at your side eye there. Like, pardon?
No, we won. Yeah, fully expect to win. Yeah, Doncaster. What are you lot debating? What are you all? Is it Arsenal and Arteta?
No, yeah, it was basically Arteta's comments. Obviously, Saliba got a new deal, but it's more like it's more time. It's a selection of players that he puts on the pitch, and it's like, what's going on there?
Sorry, can I just? There's people that say, "Why aren't I applying this to Pep?" You lot are the problem. There's a reason, because Pep and fucking Arteta are not the same person. Yeah, there's a reason why I will not. I know, right? A prime example at the moment is what I am seeing Pep doing is changing things each game. Why? Because we have gone, last season we were shit. So at the moment, Pep is changing things. He's not being stubborn. Yeah. Arteta's there with agendas and being stubborn. But most importantly, the fact that you lot think you can compare fucking Arteta to Pep, just allow it, man.
Can we be honest, Daps? I'll say this, and I hate saying this as a Spurs fan. Arsenal have the best squad in the league.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I think for depth,
look, we've got the most depth. We do have the most depth and a decent squad. Yes.
Right.
It's a solid squad.
It is a fucking solid squad. Arsenal have got 4 first-team centre-backs, right, that are all very, very good. Then at right back, you've got Timber and White. At left back, you've got Lewis Skelly and Calafiori, but Calafiori and White can also play centre-back. You've got loads of centre mids. You've got loads of attacking mids and wide men. And now you've got Gyökeres, which I was told was the difference. If any manager, not any manager, if Slot, if Pep, if Enrique had this Arsenal squad, I'm shitting my pants as a Spurs fan that I'm in for a lot of banter that Arsenal will win in the league again. I'll say the same thing I've come on and said every year on this channel for 3 or 4 years, guys. I don't think Arsenal are winning the league again because of Mikel Arteta. They've got a great squad. I'm looking at the squad and going,
this is a problem. This is what I'm saying, but then straight away, and I think Ozzy Goon will sit there and there'll be some Arsenal fans in the chat that are sitting there and wanting to have that conversation. But then there's other Arsenal fans in the chat, right, that straight away their whole thing is to deflect from talking about that and go, well, say about Pep. All right, if that's what you lot want to do, trust me.
The manager that won 4 leagues in a row.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, Bo. But
my race is not with Pep.
This is not about this. This is not the conversation. The conversation we're having is about your manager. Yeah. So for you to go, oh well, why aren't you asking that? You don't know what I'm asking about Pep. In fact, and if you want to go and waste your time watching the City channel, you can do, and you can see that I've said I'm going to judge Pep on the first 10 games of this season. So I'm here willing to judge a manager that is currently showing he can adapt. Your manager isn't. Your manager's showing he's just doing the same mistakes. The same fucking mistakes. You're going to not win the league again because you're going to draw too many games, whereas Liverpool are going to go and turn draws into wins. Your manager's going to keep making the same dumb fucking mistakes, and you're going to end up not winning the league. But if you lot want to talk about Pep instead of talking about your manager, no problem, we can do that.
Do you like Thomas Frank at the moment, Saba? You enjoying him?
Yeah,
you've done the total opposite. You've gone from very attacking to very defensive. Ish.
I think their attacking quality has just been kind of being shown for what it is because you can actually defend now.
I think you've got to remember that last year
you conceded like 100 goals.
Well, I think the difference is last year we didn't have the greatest version of Son, but we had Son, Kulusevski, Madison, lots of attacking flair, lots of attacking talent.
Forget he's out. How long is he out till, Kulusevski?
Well, Madison's out for the season, and Kulu, I think, is back in end of January, right?
Oh, I thought it's November.
The problem we've got now is we're trying to put together something brand new, and so far we haven't. And Kudus has been absolutely brilliant, by the way. Kudus has been absolutely brilliant. Xavi Simons, we've seen bits of, so far. He's had like half an hour here, 60 minutes there. We've not really seen a full 90 minutes, and we haven't seen one game yet where him and Kudus get to play together in the 10 and the 7, if you will, to link up. I think it will come, but we're very weak, in my opinion, up top. I don't think we've got a good striker at the football club. Can Mawani be that guy? I don't know.
Has he played yet? Has he played yet, Kolo Mawani yet?
11 minutes. He's played 11 minutes, mate. So
does he get a start on the weekend, or are we gonna? Is it just Richarlison?
I think he's fit, mate. I don't think he's fit. He came to us having no pre-season, right? And he hadn't played a game for 77 days. Came on and played 11 minutes against Villarreal and looked like he looked dead on his feet. He did not look like a guy that could start. Then missed the last 2 games with a dead leg. Right, so it's kind of like
where did you get the dead leg from?
Oh, mate,
probably training.
You know, I don't work at Tottenham. You know that, right? I'm not at the training ground. Once you get that, right?
Sometimes I was just like, where did
I put Levy out and then Sabat in.
11 minutes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Levy out, Sabat in. But listen, I think this is going to be something that the attacking side of it's going to take time because
it's going to click though. You do know that it will click under Frank. 100%.
Yeah, it will, but at the moment, my big concern is there's no left winger there. We didn't replace Son. That was criminal. It was absolutely criminal. We didn't replace Son, and now we've got a lot of.
Well, would you say it's a good work?
Minutes. Would you? Odegaard gets a few minutes. It's.
Would you say though it's like a good, as long as you can recognise that, you could say that's a good work in progress to see where Tottenham are trying to head with Frank. He's got it solid. You get a couple goals. You're still solid. And then it's like, well, we know we're going to get better players at some point. Do you know what I mean? It will get that play. It will get filled. He's played. If we include the Super Cup, he's played 8 competitive games as Spurs manager, right, across 4 competitions, and he's lost 1. It was a bad defeat. We were played off the park by Bournemouth. They absolutely destroyed us. Frank held his hands up and said, "That was on me. I got it completely. Got it wrong, man. I'm jealous. Man.
Managed, but we lost. We've lost 1 game, right." We're not conceding. We conceded a couple of bad goals against Brighton, but we're not really conceding many goals. We look organised, but the attacking third isn't quite what it needs to be yet. But listen, you can't go from what we were last year to amazing in one summer. So I think it's going to take time. But I love Frank. When you listen to him talk, I feel like everything he's saying, he's calm, he's honest.
It's good for you to like. It's good for you to love your manager because I know last season. Hi Wolfie. By the way,
Wolfie loves Ange. If you didn't know,
has he got a win yet? Has Ange got a win under his belt yet, Wolfie?
Yeah, we won yesterday.
What?
Hearts and minds, Wolfie. Hearts and minds.
We won a point, didn't we?
What am I missing? You had all of us in for fuck's sake.
You are. I had someone message me the other day saying, "Where the fuck did Cass find Wolfie? Possibly, possibly the best signing never a foul have ever made."
Where did we come across one another? I can't remember.
Pause.
Pause that.
I used to always watch the channel. So as a watcher, I don't know. We got talking on Twitter, don't we?
That might have been it. Because I remember you and Josh come at roughly the same time. I think.
Oh, me and Josh coming at the same time. I'm not.
I can't be bothered. I'm talking about football and talking. Fuck all of that, man. I'm not changing up. I don't have a strong vocabulary like everybody else, right? So that's what I'm gonna.
That was pretty well spoken as well. To be fair, I mean,
yeah, he said it very.
Yeah, it was like very well spoken. Colloquial language.
His elocution lessons are paying off.
We are on a very icy one panel. Do you understand? So we have to talk in a certain way.
Oh, we can. No, we can.
You have to talk anyway. just saying, coming to another. Yeah, that's just all crazy.
It's all right.
Both of them coming over each other or whatever you said.
In football, yeah, Paul's culture needs to fuck off because when you're saying like edge of the, when you're saying stuff like edge of the D and stuff like that, that's in-game football. You know what I mean? That's normal. Not you, but we used to see that. You know what I mean?
We wait to do shoot.
It needs to stop. No, this Paul's culture needs to stop. Man. I don't give a shit.
Wait, you saying Savas IC1?
No, right now he's more like 1.5.
That's killing.
I'm the highest IC here. Then I'm the highest IC, surely.
Maybe you're the biggest prick as well, but that's that.
I'll take both.
But they won yesterday, so it doesn't matter. I love that. We won a point.
No, this is good. You might enjoy this.
Ange, wait, 1 point at a time. 1 point at a time. 1 point at a time. We'll get there.
Wolfie, you was up 2-1 for a lot of the game, and a certain manager made certain substitutions, and things kind of went left. Would you agree?
No.
Okay.
We were losing the game and we turned it around beautifully.
In 10 minutes.
The thing with you, Cass, is you flip flop more than the wins, man. Like Igor Jesus told me was shit. You know what I'm saying?
So he scored 2 goals and he's all of a sudden he's amazing.
4 goals in 2 games. But yeah, let's ignore his other 2 goals.
Amazing. Yeah? Douglas Luiz good assist, by the way. Like that one. It's nice.
Which one?
The Douglas Luiz assist. It was good assist.
Oh, the corner. Yeah, very good.
Even
Gibbs White got an assist.
Did he do his hamstring yesterday, Wolfie?
He finally got some GA first.
Did Douglas Luiz do his hamstring?
Months.
He was taken off with. He felt it.
Months and Milenkovic.
Milenkovic was cramp. They both should be fine according to Ange, but I'm still waiting for Marilla to come back from should be fine.
You believe Ange's word?
Is it starting? Are the injuries starting?
I gotta tell you, man, that was the best football I've seen in that first half. It was fucking fun.
Did you win?
Bro, I don't care because that's our hardest game and we got a point. So we're walking this Europa League easy. Like,
that's like you said you was gonna walk win against Batista.
We did win a point, as I've stated to you already.
I don't think Batista one of the
yeah.
And above Spurs.
I think a lot of teams finish above Spurs, mate. I got you down. But wait, hold on, Sav. Where's your range for Spurs again?
I said we'll finish 6th.
Okay, did you? Was that all you said on where Spurs will finish?
What, this season?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I think we'll finish 6th. I think if all goes well, 5th, and if we get a lot of injuries, 7th. So that's where I'm in.
So your range is 5th. I think it was 8th, if I remember rightly. That was your range. If all goes well, I agree.
I think we're going to finish 6th. I think we're going to finish 6th.
Okay, well, we can't both finish 6th, mate. So move aside.
No, I know, but one of our teams wins games of football. The other one wins.
No, wait a minute. You have to wait till next season. It's next season.
That's when it's next season.
You got it wrong. Come on, man. Do I have to remind you?
As a Spurs fan, I should know better. I should know better.
Second team, correct.
We're probably at a point where we should ask you this question now, to be fair. Now you've got this manager. Would you take winning the Europa League, and finishing like outside the top 10?
Yeah, you would. Of course you would.
You would.
He's all about trophies, to be fair.
I get my trophy. I get my 3rd star next year.
That's cute. That's cute and everything.
Hold on. 3rd star next year. You don't get a star for winning.
I love.
As in at the end of next year.
I love this part, by the way.
Hold on. No. What are you trying to say?
Rush it. Don't even entertain them things there.
Right, okay. Is he trying to talk about Champions League?
Yeah, he's trying to talk about win Europa, then go on and win the
Oh,
Champions
you're kidding.
Hold on. You do know Forest have the biggest win percentage of any European team in the Champions League.
No one cares about 50 years ago, bro.
Yes.
Well, one, it wasn't 50 years.
Was it even called the Champions League when you won it?
No, this guy's fucking.
So what we're doing, we're phasing it.
Equivalent. No, I'm just saying, like that's how long
ago. How many months won then? 2? Is that what we're saying?
No, I'm just but I'm going back. The thing is,
how many have you won? How many have you won, Cass? We're not one off.
Wait, hold on.
Liverpool.
Yeah, respectfully, Liverpool have actually won stuff recently with Champions Leagues and even Europa League. To be fair, about 20 years ago. So on that,
but you're knocking off one of your Champions League.
No, but I'm going towards you. I'm like, let's not talk about something.
No, let's keep the standards the same. If you want to knock them off, knock off yours.
How many teams were in the Champions League back then, like in the qualification phase or however it worked?
You know the teams that were in it.
Entertaining this conversation.
You know the teams that were in it. They were called champions. They were called champions. That's the teams that were in it. How many times did you win the Champions League not as champions of England?
I don't know, probably not.
There you go.
Actually, yeah, we did. Oh wait,
There you go then.
there you go, done it. There you go.
Yeah,
done
so
it.
you're fake champs.
So how is it? I won it. I done a double.
Fake champs, man. Fake champs.
Anyways, it's not the point because this is what you have to go back to because anytime I want to talk about history, Monster's the first one to start getting out the book and the duster and blowing it off. But as soon as it comes to you, it's
Man
allowed.
United. I didn't bring it up.
No.
I didn't bring it up.
He wants to talk. He wants to talk like he's a big boy. No, but he wants to talk like he's a big boy, so we have to treat him with that respect.
But after you lost Swansea last week, Wolfie, and I wanted to cook you for losing to losing to Swansea, and also before that you'd lost to who was your first game? Arsenal, right?
Arsenal, right.
You told me no because they don't matter. Betis matters, and you're going to win that. That's what you said, right?
And we did win.
All right. Let's move on.
Yeah, I just don't understand because it's funny.
There's no literally.
Hang on. Hasn't he been consistent over 3 competitions? He's been very consistent over 3 competitions.
You told me
that's a good point.
You were going to.
Wait, hold on. Would you agree that Betis is our hardest game in this Europa League?
Wolfie, you told me you were going to win the game and you didn't win the game, and now you're trying to say you did because you got to win. You told me you were going to win the game. All right. Fucking.
Hold on 1 second. I got an email from a potential sponsor, Sharpers.
That's
no,
great,
fake.
But you're in 15th, so you shouldn't be talking a lot. To be fair, it's crazy.
Mate, the amount of these fake. Do you get all these fake emails?
Oh yeah. All you got to do is look at the end at libero.it or something.
It was .it. That's the address. Libero.it. I'm Annie Douglas, and I represent a product focusing on helping people protect their privacy. I've noticed FFTV captures the real emotions and stories of. I mean, it's better written. They've been using ChatGPT, so more impressive.
Better explain than what Ange can explain tactics.
That's how Ed's resume was written anyway, wasn't it? Yeah.
Hey, that's your boy. Is that not your boy?
My boy.
What?
Yeah, it's your boy, no?
My boy.
You like
because you're Australian, you must be mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate.
What happened to my national team under him, right? And everyone was no. I remember when he was possibly signing for Spurs, I was so fucking happy. So happy. Because that guy is the most hardest-headed person. You think Arteta is hard-headed? Shit. Ange, one way, his way or no way. 100%. And I mean,
you know what the difference is? Ange wins trophies.
Yeah, he does.
He wins trophies. Whoop-de-doo. And what happened at Spurs?
He
won a trophy and got his ass handed to him.
An Arsenal fan, whoop-de-doo to trophies. I mean, that kind of sums everything up.
Oh, have you two met before?
But, can I say one thing? I mean, look, you only just came to the Premier League. How long has it been? What, 22, 23 years before you were in this conversation with us? Do yourself a favor. Just sit down and listen and watch. Because you had to watch 23 years while all the other teams had to do shit.
What did you do in the Premier League in my absence?
You got to watch.
What did you do in the Premier League in my absence?
Teams, all that kind of stuff. You got to see that, bro. For 23 years, you got to watch from a distance. Do yourself a favor.
Okay, and what did you do in my absence in the Premier League while I was away?
Won the Premier League.
So you in 23 years, you got one.
We won the Premier League. We won the Premier League. We went invincible in the Premier League. We won the Premier League. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what we did. I want to know what you were doing. Where were you? Where were you? Where were you, cuz? Where were you? I couldn't see you, cuz. I was looking. Nottingham Forest, lost in the forest, lost in the woods, bro. Where were you?
I said, cuz, go on.
Where were you? Where were you, bro?
Where were you?
Wait. We go away for 23 years. You win
Blackburn,
one league.
Leicester,
and
what
you done in Europe?
Where were you?
What you done in Europe while we were away?
You were too busy. Thinking about all the things you've done to worry about what you should have been doing.
One Premier League, couple of FA Cups. What did you do in Europe?
One Premier League.
Yeah. And what did you do in Europe?
What did you do? What have you done in Europe?
Don't answer the question of the question.
I'm asking you in the last 20 years.
You're answering
23 years, not
the question.
23 years. You're not answering mine, so I'm playing your game. So 23 years, you haven't been in the Premier League. You want to come? No. You want to come? You want to come here? You want to come here? You want to come here and chat? You want to come here and chat? 23 years, you weren't in the Premier League, and now you want to come and chat, and you want to chat with me with Ange Postecoglou, the manager that I know what he's about. Oh, he wins trophies. Cool story. Ask my Spurs fan right there, right? Bro, would you take Ange Postecoglou back right now? Would you take him back right now?
On the wrong side.
Okay, fair enough. So that response tells me a lot. He's laughing at me right now. And you're coming here talking like you guys are going to do some
because
shit.
I pointed out to you that Postecoglou has won more major trophies than your boy Arteta, and that's triggered you this much.
No. I'm triggered because I'm triggered because you're actually happy. You're actually happy with a manager that fucked my national team. And you can't wait to have him as your fucking manager.
You're happy with a manager who is a pussy and can't win trophies.
Oh,
Actually,
really?
Like it, to be honest.
I'm not a big fan of him, bro.
So why are you
I'm not a big
defending
fan
him?
of him.
Why are you defending him?
I'm not defending him.
He's defending Arsenal.
Have you been watching, my man? This is the thing.
So
23 years he wasn't watching the Premier League. He's not even watching the show to see what I was talking about.
So hold on. So are you saying who's more successful, Postecoglou or Arteta?
In regards to what, Premier League?
What defines success in football?
What you talking? Are you talking about success over his career, like at Celtic and all that?
No, let's do the last 5 years, 5-6 years, whatever you want.
Postecoglou.
Okay.
Now I want to ask you something.
So what are you talking about?
What am I talking about? What is he going to do for your club? What's he going to do for your club? What did he do? What did he do for Spurs? Where did they end up in the Premier League?
He won them their first European trophy in 40 years.
Where did they end up in the Prem?
As an Arsenal fan, you don't understand that concept. I hear it.
Where did he end up in the Prem? Where did they end up in the Prem? I only think about the Prem. That's all I've ever been about. I will take the Premier League trophy over the Champions League trophy 10 times over. That's always been me. And that'll never change, regardless. Tomorrow we win the Champions League.
You think the Premier League is a bigger achievement than the Champions League?
I said. I just said. Your problem is you like to put words into people's mouths. Again, 23 years, not in the Premier.
No. I didn't put words in your mouth. I said, do you think?
I said I would take. I said I would take. I said, let me talk. I said I would take the Premier League over the Champions League 10 times over because I would rather domestic success over European success. That is me, and it's always been me. Ever since I'm an Arsenal fan.
Do you think that the Premier League is bigger than the Champions League?
For me, for Arsenal, yes.
No, not for you. In general, what would you say is bigger?
For me, my opinion, yes. I'd rather take the Prem all day. I'd take the Premier League from now to the day I die.
That's the Arsenal fan base for you.
But so would I, though, as well, by the way.
But so domestic success. You would not rather domestic success.
You won
even before, I've always said it. I've always said it.
I'll be honest with you. Everyone sits there and talks about you need to have.
Could I start from a Spurs point of view?
You guys.
I don't care if you offer me the Champions League or Premier League. I'm not turning my nose up at either.
To be fair,
no, you would take the Prem. 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 Say it. You know you take the Prem.
Oh, we won the Prem, but God, we didn't win the Champions League.
Yeah, but you would take the Prem.
Yeah, but I'd probably die of alcohol poisoning if we won the Premier League or the Champions League, mate. That's the problem.
But the truth is, Ozzy Gooner, you're in a conversation.
I need my manager to do well.
He isn't. This guy next to me is not in a conversation for either, right? So it's cheeky.
23 years he wasn't in a conversation, but now he is for some reason.
Hold on. If you want to play the history logic. What have Arsenal done in Europe?
I'm not doing it. Hold on.
Not you.
No. But I literally just stated the fact because you're not even in the Champions League this season, and you're not going to finish.
You know what? I don't need to be. I don't need to be. You know what? Because I can sit back and I've got it twice.
Not for everyone. The Champions League.
You want to talk about the 23 years? What have we done? Let me ask you the same question.
Hold on, let me just ask the question. You can get a second division because you won the first division.
What have Arsenal done in the last 40 years? I'll give you 46 years. I'll double your time frame. What have Arsenal done in the last 46 years in Europe?
You're clutching.
Nasty work.
You're clutching.
You are.
No. I'm giving you twice the time frame you talked about when you asked your question. Okay. So I'm being twice as generous. It's a very simple question. What have Arsenal done in Europe in the last 46 years?
What has Nottingham Forest done? All right, in the Premier League in the last 23 years. Actually, it hasn't actually Premier League.
Do you see how you can't answer a question?
No, you see how you're asking a question. You know, Arsenal haven't done anything in Europe. We've done nothing. My point to you is, you can come and you want to come and talk to me about your past. Look what we've done. Look what we've done in our past.
In your past, they've got a UEFA Cup Winners' Cup in 1994.
Yeah. No, it was
23.
So done nothing.
You want to talk? You want to talk about
if
your
you
past.
do anything in the sorry, just quickly, Wolfie. Remember you said that. Remember you said that.
Done what?
Remember what you just said. If you're downplaying the Cup Winners' Cup, I don't want to hear you say.
Okay, so how did you qualify for a Cup Winners' Cup, Daps?
By winning the FA Cup.
Okay, so does that exist anymore?
Do you know what
Same shit. We're talking about the tiers of European football.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Because the Europa Cup is the same as the UEFA. Okay. Wait, hold on. No, don't conflict stuff. The Europa is the same as the UEFA.
They are second tier European trophies.
Okay, and what was the Cup Winners' Cup?
A second tier European trophy.
Bro, the Cup Winners' Cup is basically the equivalent of the Conference League.
You know what the maddest thing is? Yeah? Forest, you're not even known for your European trophies or anything like that. Let's be honest. People only remember you for Brian Clough.
Okay, can I
that's crazy. Why would they remember?
A manager like that.
You always ask me if Pep is bigger than City. You know what? That's
it's crazy. No one remembers you lot. How many leagues?
Brian Clough.
Yes, he was. 100%. The thing is,
the man was something.
One error that was. I suppose one stint, and that's it. That's all they're known for. That's
that's not true because Forest winning trophies before that. Secondly, your statement of you're remembered for Clough. Okay, well, what were we remembered?
Robin Hood, to be fair.
Robin Hood.
I'm talking about the football club. That's it.
But you're right. He's not even a footballer,
and
right? And still, he's in the conversation more than most footballers do with Forest.
Robin Hood is Nottingham, bro. I know you know all this stuff. Come on.
What?
Like Robin Hood isn't football linked; it's geographically linked.
I know, but still.
I don't know. Sometimes I have to clarify. I'm not quite sure.
This is brilliant. I don't even know what you're all arguing anymore. Is the point? What is the best trophy versus? Listen, there's so few trophies every year that when people get to the point where you're arguing which trophy was better than another trophy, surely you just want to be in that small select group that actually wins silverware, right? Like before you worry about what's better than the other. So Wolfie, first and foremost,
I didn't bring it up.
Your team needs to win the Europa League, and Arsenal need to win the Premier League. But both of you. Here you go. I don't know, Aussie Gunner. Do you?
No, you see me doing this? You see me doing this?
No. Do you think Arsenal win the Premier League this year?
Oh.
With this guy the way he's playing, with this guy with the way he's selecting right now, as per the start of the season, no, not like this.
Okay. So
because I could field a better team. All of us could field a better team.
I'm not doing the Spurs Arsenal banter thing. I'm just asking. But Wolfie, you truly believe that Forest are the favourites for the Europa League, right? Just so we got this clear.
No, Forest are third favourites for Europa League, but I think we win it.
Who's the other two?
Yeah, but okay.
I was going to ask you who the other two.
But for you to
say Villa and Roma, I think.
Hang on. But for you to say you think you win it, you must think you're favourites. Forget the bookies. You think you're favourites to win it, right?
I don't think that necessitates it. If I felt that Forest were going to be,
hang on, you can't have it both ways here, mate. You can't have it both ways. If you think you're going to win,
no. You can't have feelings in football. You've never gone into a game where Forest, I don't know, say Forest playing Liverpool, and I was like, I got a feeling we're going to win it. That doesn't make me think we're favourites.
Sure. Okay, so your feeling is, as a Forest fan, that you're going to win it.
Yeah, because I don't think we're outright favourites to win it, but I think we win it, if that makes sense.
If I remember, your sentence about 10 minutes ago was, I want to get this right, it was, we're sweeping to, I don't know, you said we've got Betis out of the way.
Yeah,
we've won this trophy.
Yeah, we're easily winning this. You basically
you said we're easily winning this trophy, something like that. So if you believe you're easily winning it, so is it failure if you don't let's no caveats? Is it failure for Nottingham Forest then, in your opinion, to not win this Europa League? I don't think it is, by the way. But
I do.
Okay, it's does everyone else on the panel think that? I don't think it's failure. Nottingham Forest with his European trophy.
Do you know what? Wolfie is the guy that lives in his past the most. Like, I'm sorry, we can talk about how, or any other club talk about their history. This guy just literally lives there. So he bases what he thinks Forest can do on what they once upon a time did
under Brian Clough.
I hear why history kind of irks you a little bit, being a 2008 established club. I get that, bro, but like football didn't start then.
Again, bro, I'm bored with arguing because we both know that you're my age, so you know that isn't true. But whatever, bro, whatever.
Spurs won a trophy in 2008.
All I wanted to ask you, you told me last week, right? You were very clear with it that you were beating Betis. Ultimately, you're now coming on it saying, as you did. No, you said you were beating Betis. Wolfie. Cool. Honestly.
Wait, one second. I've got one. Wait. That's I've got one. Wolfie, how many English league top flight titles do you have?
One.
Right, so before 2008, City had more than 4. Sorry, before 2008, City had more league trophies than you. But okay, we have no history.
How many? They have one, no? Is it just one?
No, they had one. We had 2 before 2008. But okay,
hilarious.
You lot crack me up, man. You lot.
We have no fans. We have no fans.
I just came in here to say hi before my meeting, man. You are fucking so like overexcited.
No, we weren't overexcited. You made a clear statement last week because I remember saying, I tell you what, we won't cook you for your loss to Arsenal and your loss in the League Cup, but because you were saying it doesn't matter because we're beating Betis. And I said, okay, it's a double bubble. It is a double bubble. So next week, when you don't beat Betis and you turned up and straight away go, no, we did because we got a draw. Bro, if a draw is a win to you, okay.
I've got a last question for everyone quickly after this. If easy, how a crap player like Anthony equalizes with his right foot, by the way. Last 46 years, 27 cups, just leagues, FA Cup and Cup Winners' Cup, NF whole history, 11 cups.
And give me your European history, please. Thank you. You're just
I don't know who AMT supports. I think it's a City fan. I think it might be a United fan. I was going to say we didn't actually talk about it, but do you reckon Maresca's going to get the chop?
Nah, not yet.
If he continues on this,
not yet.
What did they do yesterday?
The other day they didn't just about win. They come back straight away in the second half, but the manner of it all was a little bit hectic.
By the way, who did Swansea get in the draw?
City.
I don't have me and you heads up, dog. Yeah, that's a shame. You home or away?
I'm pretty certain we're away. I think.
That's what it says. World War III will happen before your third star, Wolfie.
Why would you wish for a world war?
At this point, that could be quite soon.
Yeah, can I put my hands up and say I'd rather not Forest win the Champions League than we get a world war? If I'm brutally honest, I'll support Forest on that one.
Yeah, and smash the likes if you haven't done so yet.
Away,
but yeah, does anyone think Maresca's in trouble, or do you think this is just too? It's just too premature. It's too premature.
No chance. It's too early. No chance.
They got Brighton next. If they
I ain't heard people speak on it before, but see all Chelsea's signings. Are they Maresca signings or are they?
They're a bit of both.
Todd Bowley signings, aren't they?
No, they're probably what's it called. A lot of them are what's it called signings.
What's this? We draw against Sunderland. You and still 3 draws, 2 losses. Flipping out. You and Andy falling out, or
Andy's got hard on against Ange, man.
So you got to give him at least.
I blame Sava. Andy's been watching too much Football Heritage TV.
I wasn't Ange out after 5 games. After 5 games, we were.
There you go, Andy. If Sava wasn't Ange out, like what are you doing, Andy? Like chill.
However, I was Ange out for 18 months after that, so you got a bit of give and take.
So if he got Sunderland at home,
finally at home, man. We're at home.
Forest,
First home game in like 4 or 5.
You're losing 1-0 still.
And who you got after that in the league?
Newcastle away.
I remember. I think Newcastle or Villa.
And then they got Chelsea. And then they got Bournemouth away, which is bogey team.
Wolfie, can I get a Chris Wood goal though? Because FPL in it.
No, man. I think Igor Jesus is starting. You need to
Wolfie, can I get a quick prediction?
Igor Jesus, trust me.
Can I get a quick prediction?
Wait, is he actually going to start?
I think so.
Can I get a quick prediction? You've got Sunderland at home, Newcastle away, Chelsea at home, and then you've got Bournemouth away. How many wins or draws or losses you get in those 4?
How many points?
Definitely lose to Bournemouth. Is Newcastle away?
Yeah.
I think we'll lose that one and we'll win the other 2, whatever they are.
It's not really scoring many goals right
now.
If
you know the other 2,
they lost right
Sunderland and Chelsea.
Chelsea at home.
Chelsea's at home, yeah.
Yeah, light work.
Well, if you don't get a W, let's say you get 1 W out of those 3 and you get 2 losses or something like that, would you be Ange out?
Look, Ange can win the next 3 and then seriously fuck up in the 4th and I could be Ange out.
Hold on. So you're saying you're losing 2, but you're saying you're beating Sunderland and you're
Chelsea
beating
out of all teams, by the way. Like I know they're not doing great, but you're doing worse.
You haven't watched us play, bro.
What?
How much time does Ange can I ask a question?
Did Ange ever beat
how
Chelsea?
much time does Ange actually have? Like, how much time does he have? Because it's like everyone's like Ange out. Like, I'm gonna be strict. Come on, he's only
A
been
lot
4
less
seconds.
than Arteta, that's for sure.
Oh no, I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question.
Are there
I'm
not
asking
7
a question.
phases, Wolfie? You've got
Yeah,
7
it's-
phases for him.
It's all good. Wolfie would
be.
be happy. Wolfie would be happy to at least be up there somewhere. You know what I mean? I'm just asking a question. How much time does he have at Forest? A season or 2?
Before he answers that, but Ozzy go no. Before he answers
1
that,
season or 2?
I think what I want to add on top of that, I want to caveat your question. If he did for you what he did for us, are you happy with that? So, like, if you lose week in week out in the Premier League, but you're still going in the Europa League and getting towards the latter stages, are you cool with that? Are you comfortable with that?
Are you saying we win it or not?
Well, look, the thing is, you can't have both. What I mean by that is, if you're tumbling down the table, I'm not saying you will. I'm just asking a hypothetical. If you tumble down the table and you start getting towards, and I don't mean after 5 games, but after like 15, 20 games, you're 14th, 15th, 16th, but you're still in the Europa League. Do you want to keep him on the basis that he wins a trophy possibly, or do you go, look how bad we are in the league?
I don't think Marinakis keeps him. He does that.
Right. Okay.
I don't think he keeps him.
Okay. I just wondered.
If your hypothetical is if you play it out to the end of the season, he wins the Europa and does that, then that's
are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm just asking. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just asking.
I know, bro. We've done enough streams together. I know.
No, I know. I just wondered, like, how it's interesting though, because when it's your own team, it's when you're losing quite a lot every week. Does the brain go to, it's cool we're losing because we've got so and so away in the second leg of a European Cup game, or are you going, bloody hell, we've just lost our 7th league game in 10? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I can only answer that hypothetically. You lot can answer that in actuality. Yeah,
I lived it. Kaz has lived it. With Amarim, we've lived this shit.
We've lived this.
But the difference is Kaz ends up with nothing apart from receipts against him for the whole season.
I don't really care. If he gets me more traction, fuck it. Who gives a shit? I'm beyond that now. What's this? I've never seen fans of.
Is it Arteta or Frank?
Amarim.
You think Amarim?
Oh yeah, it's more of a chance. I've never seen fans of Arsenal, United, City, Tottenham, and Liverpool trolling one fan club. No, we're just trolling one person, to be honest. It's not actually fair.
They can't handle it. They're all scared of Forest.
I just want to win. I just want to win stuff. I'll be honest. I don't even care about the match. You know, I got to the point. I don't even care about the match. Just win me my games, please. If not, then.
But you just want back-to-back wins. That's all you want, man.
Yeah, we got Brentford away, and it's like, fuck me. You took their best player. You better fucking beat them then.
Haven't you got Sunderland after that, Kaz? Brentford and Sunderland.
Yeah, home. Yeah, we got Sunderland at home. Yeah.
Amarim needs 2 wins there for me if he's going to turn this round. He needs to get the 3 on a bounce.
If he doesn't, he gets sacked.
Man, just let him get to the 1st of November, man.
That bloke needs to get his hair cut, doesn't he? That lad needs his hair cut.
Who's that?
Oh,
you know the guy that did the.
Oh, he got yanked the other day at the stadium, didn't he?
I won't cut my hair until United win 5 games in a row again.
Oh. You know what's funny, Saf? If he'd only made it 2 games, he still wouldn't have been able to cut it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you know what's mad? Because you know do you know what the maddest thing about this is?
He's so far away from
Do you know who we got when we come back? We've got Liverpool at Anfield. So he might as well
even if you win 3 in a row and he starts ringing his barber for an appointment, he'll go, no, you got Liverpool this week.
You need a miracle to beat Liverpool at Anfield, mate.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon you'll get 3 in a row first, or Bets will get some
GA?
Which one will come first, do you reckon?
Oh, 007 incoming. He's on 006 now, isn't he?
Yeah. Head coaches have no say on
Sesko gets
Sesko.
I didn't know
Sesko might get 004.
Have you not got your tuxedo ready? You got seats ready for that one?
Has Sesko even played 90 minutes of Premier League football yet?
And so what?
006,
So what?
006
Is
have a way.
that how it works? Is that how
Eight
it
Yeah.
works?
million.
Whoa. Vert's getting money in the last game, guys. You're 006 in him.
No, respectfully, that guy costs probably like double the amount, and second of all, yeah, it's like
Double the amount of what?
the guys pay like 70 minutes. The guys pay like 70 minutes, 90 minutes, all of that, and he's still not
Who
got
cost
shit.
double? Verts cost 100
And
million.
they're and he's in a functioning Liverpool side, a footballing side that is functional. Do you know what I mean? With a tailor-made position.
That's like over 70 M's, bro.
Brother, if anyone believes that Verts is 116 million, yeah, you have lost your mind. Lost your mind. That is not the real figures, man.
So now our ones is
we all know how they hide transfer fees for Liverpool, man.
now we're hiding transfer fees.
We all know how they hide the transfer fees. All of a sudden, imagine this. Remember, the 110 million got rejected, but 116 million was enough. Yeah, fuck off, man.
Yeah, man.
Don't try to hear that shit, man. Don't try to hear that shit.
You can do
The
the
guy
conspiracy you want.
Yeah,
There's about
man.
a 30 million gap. Whether
Even
you like
120
it or
million for
not.
Isaac.
Like, only about a
you'll
30
know
million
it's
pound
gap.
gap. You know what I'm saying? 30
it's
million
all right,
pound
man.
gap.
You're the functional side.
Has even had a shot. He's probably has he had a shot?
Yeah, he has. He has a couple, to be fair. Yeah.
Wolfie's gone.
Arteta's going 007 in years not winning trophy. Yeah.
The way he's going, yeah.
Crazy. Who's got live next?
Once?
Oh yeah, you got rants. Is it rants?
No, I'm on
Got
the
rants
rants.
then. Right, we're gonna go redirect to rants then. If you haven't done so yet, do subscribe to everyone else. I'm gonna put something in this stream elements where you can find people's channels at some point. I am quite ill, so I can't bother to do that yet. So yeah, run a raid and then check out everyone's channels as well if you don't mind. Stop being dickheads and being lazy, man. That's all I've got to really say.